Cooper Marchie here. This is your CCC update for May 6, 2024. That's Cooper's Critter Crew. Nelson reported from the UK. Since it was May Day last week, Matilda asked Twinkle to come around the day before, and as she had an idea regarding an old tradition for May Day. You know how Matilda loves history. I know we previously mentioned maypole and Morris dancing, these traditions associated with May Day, but Matilda found a very old tradition dating back to the 19th century. Ever heard of May baskets? People would leave a paper basket or cone containing spring flowers and sweets on each other's doorsteps, usually anonymously. So Matilda decided they would do something similar around their neighborhood. The custom was to knock on the door, yell May basket, and then run. If the recipient caught the giver, he or she was entitled to a kiss. They brought some pretty baskets, some flowers and ribbons to decorate them, and filled them with sweets, cookies, packets of wildflower seeds, and other little trinkets. The May Day basket is still a cherished tradition for some Americans, although it's not well known today. In the 1920s, some bold schoolchildren hung a May basket for First Lady Grace Coolidge on the White House door. Swen distributed them on Wednesday morning. They had their races on Sunday. The weather was warm and sunny. Twinkle made some treats for everyone. She's getting good at baking. I think Matilda has been giving her some lessons. Swen brought along a traditional Norwegian cake made from almonds, and they had fruit cake, scones with jam, and some neighbors brought cakes too. Swen won the drone race, and Larry won the foot race, both pleased with their result. They had a fabulous afternoon, and it was a warm evening, so they all lit a fire in the fire pit in the garden and stayed until after sunset. It's a holiday today, Monday, in the UK. They'll be arranging their flights on Goose Air to Vermont pretty soon. Meanwhile, back in the US of A, Lenny and Lucy reported from the North End. They had typical Kentucky Derby breakfast at IHOP on Catterday with Ollie and everyone. And then everyone came here on Saturday to watch the Kentucky Derby. And we had a great party with the gang. We had peanut pizza, and it was great. Earl had worked for 2 days handicapping the race, but no one picked the winner. That was disappointing, although it was really exciting with a photo finish to the race. Also, our friend Chippy the Monk finally surfaced after spending nearly 3 weeks sleeping after the eclipse. You might say he got a little bit confused. He was a little thinner, but he's totally ready to rock and roll. Burl won the drone race, and surprisingly, Susie won the foot race. Vermont is becoming beautiful and green, one of my favorite times of year. I hope you all had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great week. And please be kind to one another. Cooper Marchie here. Ciao.